What's going on, everybody? Product Probes back at you with another knife review, and today we're looking at the black G-10 case knife from their XX edition. This thing's pretty neat, so let's dive into it. Let's see what this thing's got. Alright guys, when I got this in the mail, I was kind of excited about it. I pulled it out, and the box was open. And check this out. So, I don't know if y'all can see it. I should have fixed this close-up camera before I started. But right here, these bolsters are scratched up. And I'm thinking, is this a used knife? I mean, it is really beat up. It was really beat up. It's almost like it was carried a lot. Now, let me show y'all this, if I can get my camera to zoom in a little bit more. Focused out, there we go. So, check this out. It's got the Russlock on it. I'll go over that all in just a second. But, right off the bat, the tip on this thing is broken. So, I got sent a used knife. I mean, this is for sure used. The tip, that's not a manufacturer, problem on it. This thing was used and the tip actually is broken off of this knife. So I'm super disappointed in that. But that's alright. We're going to work with it anyway. So let's go over some details on this knife. So right off the bat, guys, it has the G10. I feel like this camera is blurry right now. But right there might be a little better. It's got the G10 handle right here. It is a fiberglass type handle. You got your aluminum bolsters right there. Now the famous Russlock right there on the back side of it, but just a more classic style pocket knife. Now a lot of times people are having trouble opening these Russ knives. I've seen a lot of people open them with their clothes. You can push down on a table, things like that, but the way to do it is you can use two fingers. I've gotten to where I can just, so how do I explain this to where it makes sense? Put it right here in the palm of your hand. Hold it tight, and you can maneuver it up with your thumb. I see a lot of people that will take their index finger once it gets about halfway. Well, let's see. And they finish it out like that, so you're already kind of in a cutting stance. But even left-handed, you get it right there in your palm, you can open this thing up pretty fast. I see some people do like this. Two-handed. I mean, there's all kinds of ways you can open it. But with a quick, pull out, you can get it with that thumb. Just might take a little bit of practice with it. But guys, right here on the knife, you've got your standard clip point blade right there, which now you can see the scratches. See them in the light right there? Super disappointed in that. But it's actually not as sharp as it could be. I might need to throw it on a stone. You got your Case logo right there. Large liner lock that sticks out, from the middle right there, but closes just fine. Again, if you want to open it up that way. Two-handed, your single hand deployment, let's look at it real quick. So, we switch it over to the index, we got it open. Your single hand close. Watch out for that, tang at the end. But you can still get it done. Left-handed seems to be a little bit easier for me for some reason. Pop it, switch it with the index. Yeah, the single hand close isn't going to be good on the left hand for me, but let's see. Bam. Yeah, but overall, guys, it's not a bad knife. I'm disappointed in the blade, but let's at least go see how sharp this thing really is. Alright, so I'm hoping that this knife is super sharp, so let's check it out. So right here on the cut down, it's actually not bad, guys. Let's try it again at an angle. Yeah, I don't really have to run the blade. I can constantly keep the same steady motion, and it does fine. Let's test the point out. The point doesn't look like it's going to be great. It almost looks like it's chipped off right up there at the top. So, yeah, it's got to be this knife, guys. The tip right here is broken off on the tip. So if you can see that, that's not allowing me to really get the full effects of this trailing point. It almost feels like it was used, but Anyway, the blade on it is actually really... Yeah, I'm going to have to throw it on a stone and sharpen this sucker up. And the tip being gone, it's missing. Doesn't help either. So, it's kind of just a disappointing knife. I hope they really put this thing to the test. Because right now I'm reviewing a used pocket knife that I didn't get to use. So my opinion on it is going to be a little bit swayed. But I do like the Russellocks. You know, I don't have many of the Russellocks, but single hand close there. Again, right here with your thumb. Boom. With the cut back. Super lightweight knife, you know. Let's go see how this thing at least feels and looks in the pocket. I know there's no pocket clip right here, but with these classic style pocket knives, the weight should be fine on it. So let's go check that out. All right, let's see how this thing looks in the pocket. No pocket clip, but let's at least slide it in and see what we're working with. So right here, slide in. Hey, the print is not bad at all. The weight seems to be fine. Still reach my hands in my pocket. It does move around a good bit in the pocket, but that's due to that smooth handle that it has. But slides in fine right there. Now let's try this out. Now I think it might be a little bit too large, but try to appear in that small pocket. Yeah, it's going to be a little bit too large to be in that smaller pocket up there. But if you just want to throw it in your pocket, move it down. This is what you're going to be looking at. That feels awkward. You might want to keep it at a vertical stance right here, you know, on the back side of your pocket. Yeah, that's going to be your ticket right there. So just keep it at a vertical, and of course it might slide around, but even if it does, well, if it does, your print's going to be pretty bad. However, you still reach your hand down in your pocket, pull it out, open it up, you're good to go. Not too bad. Feels super lightweight for a larger knife like this. You know, the blade, that's probably a 3-inch blade. It's probably right at 4 ounce. I tell you what, let's go ahead, let's get the weight and measurements of this knife. All right, let's get the weight on this thing real quick. So, 2.5, am I reading that right? Let's see what the measurements are on it. Fully closed, we're going to be looking at 4 inches. And then fully open, you're going to be looking at 6 1/4 inches with a blade of 2.5 inches. Yeah, the weight on it is going to be almost ideal for an EDC type knife. You know, sorry if this review has been kind of just really just hitting some of the highlights and points of it, because I'm so disappointed that it is a used knife that I got sent. I mean, this thing was beat up, but it's the Case XX Black G-10. And if y'all want to go check it out, I'll leave a link in the description. I might even send this one back and get a new one and redo this whole review. That way it might be a little bit better. But anyway, guys, if you're thinking about getting it, you know, I don't know if this review will help you much other than maybe like with the Russlock. But try to find a review out there if they got them with a brand new knife, so you can really look at the sharpness. I don't know if anybody does, you know, that with the sharpness in the pocket, but you know, it locks fine. It's a great knife, and just practice with that Russlock and you'll get, you know, better at it. I still gotta, there it goes. I'm still getting better at it myself, but appreciate you watching, guys. If you want a chance to win a knife like this or other knives, be sure to check us out every Thursday at 5:30. We do the Product Probe show. So if you want to subscribe and hit that bell, you'll be notified, you know, this coming up Thursday for the show. And then we got some cool stuff that we do in there to win lottos and vouchers. Anyway, we try to have a good time in there, but appreciate you watching, guys, and I will see y'all in the next one.